gotten healthier as he's gone along this year too. So, yeah, it's just a lot of work, and it's fun to coach those players that have the mind to do it and have the work ethic to do it and determination to do it. Like he wanted to get better again, and if he hadn't got hurt last year, we wouldn't have him here this year. And sometimes to have a great team or great season, stuff like that kind of just works out for you, and I think that's what's happened.
Coach Wanaka, like, what makes him, like, how does he work with these players, and what makes him so like instrumental as a hitting coach? I mean, you have to have some insight on that. He's the second
Yeah,
year here too.
yeah, that's a long. I mean, that could be a long conversation. I think we've been together for so long. Like, there's no mixed messaging. Like, I set out, this is what we're doing on offense, and then trust that individually in the cages on a daily basis while I'm on the field, um, the right messaging is getting there. And I think if you ask the players, it's just his availability, to work with them whenever. Really good personality, connects with them really, really well. And they know he's invested in their success. And I think, it's the whole, the player needs to know you care before they care what you know type thing. I mean, that's Mark. Like he's elite at that. He's a really good person. He's one of those guys that baseball's in his blood. It's his life. And he just has a lot to offer the players in terms of communication, availability, knowledge, and solid messaging.
As far as tomorrow goes, I mean, Tulane's record is pretty below average. But how much would you expect them to kind of
Yeah, no, they're fine. They're the best team I've ever seen with that record. Like they probably played too tough a schedule, to be honest with you. And they have good players, and they're really well coached. I mean, Jay Ullman was at Oregon while I was at Arizona. I mean, he played at Nevada. I coached at Nevada, so I've known him for a long time. Justin Bridgman, their assistant coach, one of my former players at Nevada. So they'll be fine. Like that. That's if we win, I'm gonna walk out of there. That's I'm not buying it, and I think they'll finish better in the American than maybe their preseason that they had.
Do you have an idea of who might pitch?
It'll be probably several guys. How we're ordering it or setting it up, I'm not ready to put that out there yet.
You were talking about Tulane playing a tough schedule. I think about the women's basketball team when they were ridiculed for their quote unquote easy schedule to win a national championship. I know your preseason schedule is coming to question this year, obviously. Is there value of the both of those extremes? Too hard or too easy?
Nah, I mean, as far as people's opinion, I just think people like to complain about things. I mean, it's just too much energy to be positive about, the national championship basketball team or the number one rated baseball team. Like we have a reason for everything that we do. Um, you know, um, I'm trying to think on ours. I can't speak to theirs. I don't know the sport. I know they won all but two games, and they held the trophy. So I think their decision making was pretty sound. I mean, Kansas State. I mean, they're right up at the top of the Big 12 standings. If great record. Iowa's really good. Sam Houston's winning the WAC. Texas is winning the Big 12. 5 games in first place in their league. Samford's winning their league. I actually went through last night and was looking at Warren Nolan. Like, yeah, we did fine on the scheduling thing. Just because we won a bunch of games by a lot of runs just says more about Dylan Cruz, Tommy White, Gavin Dugas, Trey Morgan, and all those guys than the opponent.
Um, should we expect to see Eckenhausen back in the lineup soon? And if
I sure hope so.
uh,
Yeah, I mean, he's like one of our best pitchers, and I was just telling Bill he's only thrown 6 times. Like, got to get him back. Like, and it's a hamstring thing, not a arm thing, and that's held us up a little bit. Like, I mean, he's only thrown in. He's working hard. I mean, it's the guy couldn't have Easter Sunday without his coach calling him and saying, "Hey, are you in the training room right now?" We need him. He's a big part of this team. He's a big part of this team.
What's been it like for you to see Alex Milazzo kind of adapt to his new role? I mean, I feel like there was comes in and gets big hit after big hit, and just being a veteran leader.
Yeah, he's been amazing. Yeah, I mean, like I said, like the buy-in, and it's probably more of them, like just the pure leadership, the player leadership, the self accountability of keeping everybody on the same page no matter their role. That's hard. And I mean, I have conversations weekly with players that probably should play more. And if they played instead of somebody else playing, the results wouldn't change that much. But we have incredible depth. I think if you asked Alex, like, he would tell you, I mean, there's not a lot more important players on our team if you really get down to it. And I'm super excited for his individual success. He's helped us win all the games that he's played in, and we'll continue to do that. And I'm I'm excited when he's in there, you know, and he'll continue to be in there. And he's been phenomenal. I mean, he's attitude, character, makeup, and improvement in play, all of it super positive.
How do you convince kids that, like you're saying, that you have the conversations with, that should play more, that aren't